Hello, welcome to all you Leos. Welcome for your, the last month of the year, December of 2016. What a year it was, wasn't it? And, for the Leos, how is it going to be that last December month of 2016? It's going to be quite, how would I say, social, more relaxed in interactions with others. But there could be some transformation going on with work or with health. So let's break it down. First of all, there is a repetition of an aspect that we had last year. Now in December, the same as last December of 2015 up until January 2016, we have again a Mercury retrograde occurring, again in Capricorn, again around almost the same degrees. So this is something quite special. I don't think that happens that much. I haven't checked it many years back here, but I haven't seen that a lot. So what is the meaning here? The meaning is that something that occurred and that happened around December time of last year, and that has to do with your work or that has to do with your health, is now coming to the surface again in order for you to make it even more authentic than it already is, and to make it very, very truthful and meaningful and intense and profound. So this is also, again, this retrograde. So at the 20th of the month, Mercury stops at 15 degrees of Capricorn, then goes retrograde. This 15 degrees of Capricorn, who's there, last month I spoke about it, the fixed star again. It's a very benefic one, the Rukbat star, which is about steadiness and solidity. So whatever is happening with work and health, there's steadier and more solid energies coming your way. So let's have a look at what could it let's throw out here a couple of contexts, because these are general horoscopes. Well, first of all, it could have been that around December time you lost your power. You lost your power when it comes to a connection with a colleague. You lost your power when it comes to your job. You lost your power. You had to give your power away and be not authentic. Could have been the case. It could have been the case that you felt powerless when it comes to your health. That something happened there. But now, there is a time here now in December in 2016 to take that power back. And of course, that's not an easy thing to do. But it depends again of what has happened. Let's say that someone at work manipulated you, someone at work said certain words that were not authentic or that were deliberately done to harm you. The darkness of communication, because that's what Mercury and Pluto can do. It can really stick you with the words. So if that has been the case, it is a time really to you will be in a situation where you can restore this, which is good. It's not easy because, of course, you can risk the connection, but it's very important to tell your truth, in the Leo confident way. Now, it could also have been that you have been way too focused, way too much focused and way too much obsessed almost by your work. Attached way too much. I mean, over the top. We can be passionate, which is fantastic, but then above passion, there's obsession. It could have been that you, towards your own health or towards work, you've been overdoing it, over obsessive behavior. Then now is a time to let that go, because otherwise, there's going to be some sort of crisis there that makes you seeing that. So it's better to do it yourself, to say, hey, I have to put my fingers off the steering wheel here and I have to let go a little bit more. I cannot keep on controlling this situation that is already dead. So Pluto won't take away things that are very important for our growth process. So, and you can keep that in mind so that the process is not that painful. So for some of you, it will have to do with that, with the letting go of something that you're doing that is not really working anymore. And because if you keep on doing that, it could cause you a burnout, for instance. It's a typical thing. Mercury, Pluto there in that sixth house. The same with health. There's something that you need to surrender and trust people or healers to work on you. It could be something like that as well. Let's say you have a situation that you have a certain illness, you have a certain disease, and you're resisting it. You don't want to heal. Now is the time, through your thinking, through your communication, through your how you see things, to open up, to surrender. And of course, not surrendering towards a healer that you don't trust, that you don't have good feelings for, but let them do the work. You don't have to do. Sometimes it's like we do the most in a not doing, which is weird, I know, but hey. So a lot of situations here, but I want to give a bit of spectrum here because these are general horoscopes. Whatever it is, don't try to control. Don't try to manipulate. Don't try to manipulate someone else at work. It's not going to work. It's going to work against you. And see it when someone else is doing it with you. See it and act upon it. Say, no, I don't want this. This is enough. I don't tolerate this. Period. It doesn't have to be all that complex. But what else is going on? So that's the deep stuff going on for December. The other thing that is going on, I like it very much because these is extremely good for the fire signs, and you're one of them. Saturn is trining Uranus. That is fantastic. No Saturn-Neptune square anymore, or it's very loose now. But that Saturn in your fifth house, which probably was for a couple of Leos, not really always easy because you felt maybe a bit of a restriction in how you expressed yourself, or a maturation that was needed in the way that you express yourself. It's receiving now very nice energy from Uranus in your ninth house. The ninth house, the house of thinking, the house of higher thinking, the house of the connection with source, with universe, with God, connection with foreigners, connection with people from abroad, your philosophy. So it's like this steadiness and this maturation process that you have been going through is finally paying off. If you are like a musician, for instance, and you have tried and tried to make it work, maybe now you're going to get some recognition because you have a bigger platform. The ninth house is also, it's YouTube, it's publishing, it's getting in touch with the bigger picture, but also with bigger public, so to speak. So there is this beautiful energy between what is solid, structure, and with what is innovative. So, or doing something with kids, with children. If you work with children, this can really be very fantastic. You being so innovative and getting many rewards because of you're doing it from a mature heart level, and because of that you might travel, or you might study something new that gives you that new hope and vision upon life. And last but not least, there's a lot to talk about. Last but not least, there is an opposition as well happening between that same Uranus in your ninth house, the innovative thinking, the independent thinking, opposing Jupiter in your third, which is again the communication houses, the thinking houses. There is an expansion going on. It's almost as if by you maturing on a creative level, by you slowing down on a creative level, by you getting very serious about your creative expression, it's almost as if doors go open for you on a mental level, and not as strict anymore, and not as unsure anymore. It's like innovative thinking. For learning, it can be you can get really epiphanies with this Jupiter-Uranus opposition. You can get really information, intuition, directly from source, so to speak. It's very intuitive, Uranus opposing Jupiter, and it's finding meaning in being innovative. So wow, what a month for you Leos. It's a lot, but I think it's quite interesting. Having said that, I thank you so much for the whole year, actually, for you Leos who have purchased the reading, who have like my videos, spread my videos around. Thank you so much. Or commenting. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me. And I wish you a very good month, a very, very good last month of the year. Bye-bye.